Bright lights city, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Fresno State's offense takes the field. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the lone running back. Sweet feet on the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UNLV Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's James. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. A new set of downs after the completion. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Takes the defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The play action fake. Going deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Spins away from the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. Takes the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and not in lockstep there with the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the 1st quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilliam. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll leave it with him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Gilliam. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They feed him again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. 3rd and short now from their own 48. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking to move it through the air. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Off play action. Wide open downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Bulldogs are on the move. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Quickly to the tight end.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
And wings it incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. On top of his own fumble. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Gilliam. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gun, the ground game. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? They'll try to pop the draw. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's James. And the defense holds to him. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to...
It's complete! A huge pickup! To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Back to pass, it's Keene. Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score.
He lost one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Down. Got a man. It's Thomas. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a run second down. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field, it's more cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air, it's Keene. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
They'll immediately call timeout. This is a 3rd and long. Hands it off. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Slings it downfield. He makes a catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Connerly. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On second down, looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He unleashes a long one. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are.
Ready to return to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Rebels are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Announcing receiver. Downfield. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 6th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now they'll run the draw. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Keene. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll go to the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works.
Open runway ahead. Giving him his pads. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Vidi, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Bulls his way forward. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes his connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The inside handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Keene. Works the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Right back to it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt. And the returner will be brought down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Now the play fake.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quickly out to the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Keene. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Connerly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Connerly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. They want to just keep throwing it. On the run, fires downfield. And his throw is incomplete. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds a man on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and the defense holds. Line gets set, 1st down. They move the tight end all over. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fresno State will have to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Coming after it. Catch in the middle. It's White. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. There's a live football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.